Hi guys, and welcome to the 15th episode of my weekly video game pickups. I had a pretty good week this week. Totally unexpected, because I didn't plan on actually visiting many shops, but in the end it turned out this way, so yeah, me I'm happy. On Monday I went to Fnac. I had a half an hour break in between work and eating with my girlfriend, so I picked up several PSP games. And Plus and Echo Shift. These two are second-hand games that were sold by Fnac. As they stopped selling second-hand games, those who are left are offered very cheaply. In total I paid €3.99 for these two, so you know, that makes me glad. As I said before many times, PSP is just super cheap at the moment. Later on in the afternoon I went to Scholte, down about 10 kilometers from Antwerp. There in their Game Mania shop I picked up R-Type or R-Type, I don't know, Tactics for $14.98. I've been looking for this one forever, and Mad Maestro for the PlayStation 2. I've also been wanting to play this one for a long time, and for €4 you can't go wrong. I also visited another store. They didn't have many old video games, but they had some old Magic cards. So I bought this 2008 starter deck for €7. It was brand new and sealed. And some Harry Potter trading card games for my girlfriend. These were €2 per booster. In the shop they had these awesome old Nintendo display cases, but the guy wasn't willing to sell them. I think he already knew what they were worth, and the guy was all close to retirement. So I think he said, when I sell my shop, the person who buys my shop will get the cupboards. So it's kind of a shame, because they were really mint condition, and they still had all the plastic Nintendo cases to put the NES games in, but he used them now to store Wii games and PlayStation 3 games and things like that. So that's that for that day. A couple of days later, I think on Wednesday, I went to the thrift store, and there I found Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. They actually had a lot of PS2 games, I think around 10. A lot of good titles too, but most of them were €4, which I found a bit too much. This one was only $1.75, and it's in really good condition. So yeah, I picked it up. This is actually the first Grand Theft Auto game I own myself. I also found there a Harry Potter trading card game starter deck for 75 cents. You can't go wrong with that. And it's still sealed. So this week my girlfriend had a lot of Harry Potter card games. Then I also found a couple of games I really wanted. In Brussels, I had to go to Brussels another time for my work. I found Darkstalkers Chronicle for €8. It's in good condition. I actually, when I went looking for games with Mike, declined this one for €14 because it was in really bad shape. So I'm pretty glad I found it now for €8. I also picked up Codename Viper, a Rolling Thunder clone by Capcom for the NES. It's supposed to be a fun game. Not that expensive actually. It goes on eBay I think for €5 to €6. But when you have to take into account shipping from the USA, €10 in total isn't that bad. And you know, you have to support stores, so I picked up that one. I also picked up Mohawk and Headphone Jack, which is a really cool Sonic clone platformer type of game. So let's check it out. So yeah, this is Mohawk and Headphone Jack. It's a pretty cool game. It's a sort of like a Sonic clone, but you can spin around. It has a gravity effect, and as you can see also some Mode 7 effects. The point is that you have to collect 100 CDs, at least in the first level, and then proceed to the exit. The enemies you can kill by turning into spiky bow. And another cool effect is that your feet become your hand and your hand become your feet every time you jump. I really like this effect. It's a pretty late release. It was released in United States in '96 and in Europe I think only in 1997, so it's about the time that the PlayStation was already in full swing. The first level isn't too great because it's quite easy and a bit lame. If you press the pause button, you can change the sound, and you can also, if you press select, see the entire map where you have to go. Here will be the final destination, but I don't have 100 CDs yet. All in all, I think this is a pretty good game actually. It's not the greatest game, but still, it's fun to play. And it's completely different from I mean, it has its own personality and style, which is something you won't often find in like United States developed games. Most of them are like based on somebody else's creative development process. And this one is also totally unique and so 90s, you know. It has so much to it, the character. There's no real story, so I don't know why you're actually running around in this maze collecting CDs, and why that you do have a CD player but no clothes. I don't know. All in all, pretty fun game. Oh shit. For me personally, there shouldn't be enemies in this game. The game can also be fun, I think, without enemies. Oh shit, I have to be careful. Because the enemies, you know, in this level it's still easy, but later on you're really focused on the maze, and then it's kinda hard to also focus on the enemies. Despite being a bit of a Sonic clone, this game is actually quite original. Its gimmick is the gravity thing, that you can switch from ceiling to floor and have to explore the whole map before you can reach the exit this way. The only thing I think it's a bit of a shame is that the map is actually really big often, and you really have to use the map function, the select button, to find your way to the exit. This can be frustrating at times. Needless to say, it is a fun game, and it's not that expensive. I paid 10 euros for mine copy in a shop. The cheapest one I saw on eBay was I think 7 euros, so not too expensive for a fun and original game. If you like this sort of thing, these gimmicky platformers, try to pick it up. So that's it. See you guys next week and have fun.